the way my mind was set and all of that, I didn't really believe in it until I think later down the line, 2 years after that, which was in
yeah,
2019, after I just got married. That's when I
yeah,
kind of came across it again. And obviously, when you're married, family comes in that, all of that. So you want to rethink your whole thing, how you really want to go about your family, how do you want to live and stuff like that. And then it was
yeah,
something aligned with. Obviously, back in when I was young, I was very good in when it comes to numbers and stuff like that. So it was something that really resonated with me. But then
yeah,
there was one thing that was kind of holding me back. The fact that because obviously think about them. You have to generalize
yeah,
them. So I wanted to kind of do my due diligence in terms of is it what is it called? Does it align with the whole thing? So I've done
yeah.
my due everything came out positive. So I thought, what, this is me. And then yeah, I started my journey since there. I mean, it's been a struggle. I think 2 3 years just learning, and then on the
Yeah.
fourth year, well, I got myself involved into what is it called, fundamentals and macro, and yeah, man, alhamdulillah, now I'm on the path of managing investors capital, man. So yeah,
Nah, bro, Allah, that's good, man. That's good. That's
yeah,
good. I feel like special now though it's just making much more sense, man. The market is kind of just it's just stable, man. Like the things that we just been knowing for the past few years, bro. It's like it's just making much more sense now, bro.
Now, exactly, because I feel like one thing that people, because obviously when people come to this industry, I find out throughout these years what they tend to struggle with is the fact that they take it as a 9 to 5. I'm not saying obviously you shouldn't take it that way when it comes to being serious about it, but
Yeah,
obviously the way you earn on your 9 to 5 and the way you earn on here is completely, it is two complete different pathways. Do you
but
get
it's
it?
perfect, man. I swear.
This
Nah, for real, man. Like it all just makes sense. I feel like when you're in the thing, when you start, especially at the start though, when you start to watch all this trading, because they're like, oh, it's gonna make sense, it's gonna make sense. But when it actually start to make sense for you, it's
is a
different,
whole
bro.
different ball game, man.
Obviously, it's like it's been like 4 years now. Imagine doing the same thing for like 4 5 years, bro. Like at some point, it's just crazy, man. It just changed your whole mindset about life in general, bro.
Man. Because obviously, if you look at trading in general, let's forget about the charts, let's forget about the candles and stuff like that. It's more so the way people behave. If there's a news coming out and the way people panic, this that everything that obviously that's said on this chart is basically human behavior. So if you're
Yeah,
able, I'm not saying psychologists and learn obviously humans, but then
yeah,
again, is of put that on here and then put this obviously your stats on the line, then obviously bring it
yeah.
together and be able to do something about it. And then the other thing that I feel like people fail is the fact that they think that if something works for you or if something works for me, it has to work for the other person. It's not really work like that.
Yeah,
What I keep telling people is that obviously whatever you do, it has to be something that resonates with yourself. So it's
fact.
you. What everything that you do on the charts or whatever it is basically you. You obviously painting yourself on those charts. Everything that makes sense for you, because obviously you might see something in a way. I might see something in a different way. So everything that you have to do, it has to be something that's it's basically you representing yourself on those charts. That's the way that I see it. Don't get me
Nah,
wrong. When I started my journey, I think I've done 4 courses, private courses.
yeah, yeah. Do you know how many courses I've been through? But it's like, nah, it's actually funny when I feel like it's getting to a point. When you were saying, oh, maybe at some point this gonna get to a point you're gonna be sitting there and be like, huh, nah, bro, like when you gotta get your from over and all of that thing. It's actually getting there. Those are going to be like your kind of thing, conversational wise, and they like, bro, at the start of this thing, the amount of things I've been through, like cost wise and everything, is
Exactly.
just crazy. Exactly.
She's very stubborn. But yeah, I mean, out of those 4 courses, don't get me wrong, none of those courses, I'm not at least on each of the courses I've been able to take one thing on this course, one thing on that course, then bring it together and then build
Get
something really resonates with me. So
Mm,
literally everything that I do on the chat is me representing myself on that chat.
that's
That's
literally
how I
true.
see it, man. And then unless you're able to master yourself, you're not gonna be able to master these games. As simple as that is, to be honest.
Nah, that's correct because it's like every piece of thing, every piece of information you had since you start trading, it's like it all just come and align to the one thing that actually makes sense for you, bro. Once you
Hmm.
start to have like that view on the market, like you just it's like you just seeing yourself in the chart in a way how you approach that to the mechanical thing that you build behind it.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, it's behavior, like it's how
Mm.
people behave. So you see Mark Douglas trading in the zone. Even have one video on YouTube. It's called like mind over the market. Bro, he
Yeah.
was talking about that the behavior of the people. This market is actually like simple when you understand like what is the nature of it for real.
Mm. But then
Like
obviously it's simple if it starts if everything starts to click, then you're like it's just one of those days when everything starts to click, you sit down on yourself and like this is
I
actually
feel
simple.
like why is this so simple now though for you?
I know,
Nah,
why was it taking me all these years? But then again, to even able to extract and profit out of this market, you gotta be able to master yourself. As simple as that. So once you're able to master yourself, then everything flows in naturally. That's how I
That's
see it.
where I feel like that is the point he's getting from his life. For all these years, it was this one thing that I needed for
Mm.
something to actually like feels I
Makes
don't know,
sense.
feels like how I'm trying to live. And I feel like the trading whole thing now is just all just making the same thing, and that's literally all just tying right now. Because now you're thinking, right, if it was this easy, why did I not do it before? But it was never
Exactly.
going to be this easy at the start, you know what I mean? Because your mindset was completely about the market. Now you're just trying to live your life with the charts basically, bro.
Simple.
It's
Simple.
crazy, man. It's actually simple, bro, when you
So
understand it.
basically, what's everyone's way of trading? I believe well, what's everyone way of trading maybe, if you guys don't mind asking, of course.
Huh?
I say what's everyone's way of trading? I mean, what's the type of way that what's the way that you trade basically?
Me, like, to be honest, I feel like nowadays, at the start, I was trying to be that guy who's not trying to miss out any move in the market. But like right now, the way my mindset is changing out about trading and how I feel like I can make this thing like go with my life without actually trying to force it. I just
Hmm.
need to understand one thing, bro. What is the intention of the market? I feel like that answer a lot of things from me, you know what I mean? Because if I go, let's say I go on a monthly time frame, all I'm
Hmm.
trying to find out, okay, based on this previous month, this month, where is the direction gonna go? You know what I mean? Because, bro, again, you said if the market moves like with the behavior of the people, if you understand that, all you gotta understand is that, okay, what are the intention of these people that are trying to push the market to wherever price it might go? Because you don't know. So it's like for me to understand that I have to go like maybe go monthly time frame, see how
Hmm.
the previous month closed, how is like price behaving around from the close of the month, or is it at the high of the month? And from there, it's purely market structure, bro. Like
Wow.
just literally market structure. Like, bro, it's simple, so simple. Once you actually get it,
Yes.
it's market structure that actually giving me that light bulb in my brain and be like, okay, now I can actually trade with
Hmm.
a plan and try to actually catch the market direction, wherever that might be, bro. And this it's just simple, bro. Like, bro, the market just do one thing. Either it continue going or it sells down, and that you don't even have to be like part of it like that. You just need to wait to actually see what makes sense for you, and then you
Exactly.
just flow. And for me, this thing that I'm doing here is actually making so much sense, bro. If I like literally just take like the low of the month and the high of the month, and
Hmm.
where probably the candle open, because this is where we close on a monthly candle. So
Yeah.
I'm purely just trying to trade this month here based on what happens here. And
Hmm.
if you think like that the market is, again, what we say, it just do one thing when it start is building structure, you know what I mean? And it's like even monthly wise, if you want to pay attention to the structures, anything above here is that. the market needs to actually make a new higher high, which is swing high before we pull back. And
Mhm.
and before we do that, we always there is a sign, you know what I mean? The market don't just pull back, bro. I feel like that is what start to make more sense for me now, though.
Yeah,
Like price don't just pull back, it has to do certain thing for it to pull back and then do certain thing for it to continue going. And
exactly.
I feel like for me, like those are like this kind of candles here. Like if once you start to see candles like this forming, because we're in this flow right now, monthly,
Mhm.
as far as we know, we need to make a new higher high before we can pull back. But none of this sign happen. We just opening and prices continue, opening prices continue, opening prices potentially continue, and that's EURUSD. You know what I mean? And the way I try to like I'll go about it as well, because it's like again, I'm trying to make trading go with my life. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to pressure this anymore. So I need to understand what's actually happening in the real world as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
and as you can see, the nature of the market right now, this news, bro, Trump is moving crazy. The the euro
Well,
has been
right
really
now.
much. That's what it's crazy. You know, and from there it's like literally the same thing, bro. Like you understand the intention for the monthly is to go back
Yeah,
to this high to take a high here,
exactly. Yeah.
bro. The rest, all you can try to do for me is just I just train my brain now to only see structures, bro. I don't see nothing else in the market if it's not structure, bro.
Actually, funny that you say that. When I started when obviously when I was on my come up and then everything started clicking for me. This was what, a few years ago. I think what 3 years ago. I think. I literally, every trader or guru out there that I followed on IG or anything like that, I literally unfollowed everyone. Literally
Yeah,
unfollowed everyone, because obviously we're humans at the end of the day. You get it. You might have your analysis top notch, all of that top notch. But then obviously when you see someone posting something else, then you might start having doubts in your mind, saying that, okay, the reason that this person has said that, maybe I might change my view on the market and then follow my man's whatever the other person has said. It has happened to me a lot of the times, and for that reason, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm not following none of these gurus no more. Just maybe one or two people that really resonate with obviously the nature of my trading and stuff like that. And then
yeah,
obviously one point that I liked is that obviously you start your whole analysis from the higher time frame. That's how it should be. The one thing that I was struggling before my come up is obviously because yeah, structures are there, internal structures, this blah blah, all of those are there. But the one thing
yeah.
that really didn't make sense for me is the fact that okay, if we see the market going high, what's the real reason for that market going high? Do you get it? I
That
was
is what
confused a
that
little
is
bit.
what I was saying.
And then that the fundamentals and macro. I literally taken a private course from a guy who's a fund manager right now.
Mhm.
Is a top guy there. I taken a course from him, and then obviously once he started teaching me about the market cycle, fundamentals, macro, all of that, then everything made even more sense. Nowadays, I think since the start of this year, I was bearish on dollar, meaning that what pair any pair that was against the dollar
It's
is
bullish.
obviously
Now, bro, I have some crazy analysis on dollars for. I've been tracking dollars since 2024. It's like, bro,
exactly.
you
And
see
then,
what my view as well. So it's crazy.
so basically, the nature of obviously my trading is mainly based on fundamentals and macro. So whatever the macro and fundamentals are saying, then I base my whole analysis on that. So say for example, if inflation is high or inflation is low, then that means that the dollar might be going up, or that my way I'm heavy on the dollar. So that's how I see my whole thing. And then the other thing that I included in my trading is the fact that it's mainly supply and demand, but obviously supply and demand with obviously cycle levels. Those are my main sort of things. I'm not sure if I'm able to share my chart on here, but yeah, those are
I think we should be able to, you know. Do you have like like the add bottom there,
yeah.
like
I think
the plus bottom?
yeah. It says yeah, share my screen.
Yeah, you can share it.
I just show it briefly and but let me
No,
see.
it's not. That I wanna see your analysis because your charts be looking so clean. Bro, I like clean charts, bro.
So
Is it
basically,
like? share it.
if
Yeah, I'm just gonna add it now.
you're able to see it, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna need to wait. Um, stop sharing. Okay, now we can see your screen. Well, we're
No,
literally just taking the same trades, bro.
exactly. That's why I wanted to kind of have a call with you because a lot of the times when my bias is long, then I'm seeing you going long as well. I'm like, I don't know what this guy is doing, but this uh,
Yeah,
where is this thing again? Where is it?
yeah, man. That looks super clean, bro. From YouTube, you need to get off from the YouTube and go to the other tab that you have your trading view on.
Mm. Okay,
So
okay, okay, yeah. Okay, I've been able to figure it out now.
yeah, that's it.
So yeah, there you go. So obviously, is this me changing it? Okay. So obviously, if you go on the right of the screen here, I do have my bonds. Obviously, I tend to follow this a lot of the times. Obviously, the US
The
10.
the USJPY dropped today as well, innit? Because the dollar get affected by that news.
Then obviously, this is my pairs.
Bro, that move today on every USD is crazy. And the crazy thing is that this sell that you were in as well, I took the same sell before that pullback.
This is what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know if this guy's mirroring me, but I'm not gonna lie. I definitely want to get on a call with him, man. That's why I made sure. See, look at if you look at my blue line here. See, this is pre-elections, I think. Yeah, this is was now actually this was the inauguration day when Trump was came into house.
Yeah,
And that's and when I said obviously I was bearish on dollar. Look at it from here all the way here. Literally the dollar obviously the dollar's just been bearish, meaning that GU is obviously is gonna be bullish. And if
bullish
you look at
facts.
it there, since the start of the year, I've just been mainly longs
That's
on
good because that was one of our conversation as well, bro. Like, bro, this market, there's no reason to be looking for any sales at this point,
trust
bro.
me, trust me, trust
Like,
me.
because any sell is just a purely pullback. That's it.
Exactly. And then obviously as you can see, there's a lot of the sales that are taken. See, and obviously we talk about this one that's this recent one. The reason that
Yeah,
I hate this trade, I think the news event that came out for the pound was very negative, and then the news event that came out for the dollar was obviously was very positive. But however, I did have at the back of my mind that I'm bullish on GU and EU and then all of the pairs that are against the dollar.
bro,
So
I've been bullish literally on even on Bitcoin. I'm more bullish on Bitcoin more than anything.
exactly, exactly. Today, I think I had some positions on Bitcoin as well. And then obviously, if you look at it here, when I said obviously I'm mainly supply and demand, but obviously within my supply and demand, I tend to look my supply and demand within this kind of areas. Obviously, cycle levels. This being my whole numbers, and then this being my quarter levels. So
Yeah,
anything in between these two lines is mainly my what is it called, my supply or either my demand. And if you look at it here, obviously looking at the 4 hour 4 hour time frame, we could clearly see that we had obviously a break of structure in here. Then obviously this was clearly my what is it called, my area of supply, which is in between the 500, no, the yeah 3500, then
yeah,
35,250. So anything in between here, I let the market come here. Then what I tend to do, I'll scale down to the 15 minutes. That's where I take
yeah,
obviously my what is it called, my entries and stuff like that. As you can see, we get here, we had obviously our entry criteria, which I mainly look for to bearish candles and stuff like that. So as soon as the market gets here within my desired zone, what I tend to look for is two patterns, which is being two bearish candles, obviously followed by each other.
yeah.
You look at it
No,
here.
that is crazy because we literally just. I feel like it's the same kind of entry reason I have as well. Like what I tend to do is like three candles, for example. First candle reject the area. The second candle probably is gonna dip into the area, and the third candle have to be bearish engulfing. So somehow, bro. And the most secret thing about it as well is timing, bro. The market
Exactly.
don't move.
Exactly. I think the what really drives this market is knowing the time And
Yeah.
obviously, because obviously within my whole trading plan, I don't tend to trade after my hours, and then my trading hours are London Open, which is from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. So
Yeah.
anything after that I don't take, and then the other window being from 1 p.m. until
Yeah.
3 p.m.
Cool.
So any
That is literally because me like this whole little USD trading like a backtest it with time, bro. I
exactly,
wanted to figure it out. Okay, if whatever analysis I do here, but what time does the market actually move? Yo, bro, I was going nuts on the chats, bro. Like backtest this thing crazy. But 2 p.m. is where I find out the volatility of the market kind of
exactly.
coming more. But right now, that's the way I'm trying to. Because I feel like every now and again I implement in my trading strategy. It's like the more I'm in the market, the experience just getting better.
Exactly.
So
And then
I'm trying to track the market anywhere from London to 4 p.m. So from 8 here to 4 p.m. I need to just be paying
exactly.
attention if we are reacting from our areas or not. And bro, the timing is the most important thing.
Exactly. Timing is the most important thing. Once you know your timings, then everything flows in naturally. And then, like I said, listen, anything between these two lines, that's where I normally take my entries. So anything after these lines, I don't take until it comes to these times here, which is the London Open right here.
That will be like the overlap anyways for London and New York overlap.
Exactly. And then if you look at it here, we had obviously our 4 hour structural breaker structure to the downside. Then obviously I could have had an entry in here, but I didn't take it because it didn't meet my criteria. Then the entry initially came in here. We had this first candle here, this other candle here. Entry could have been in here, another entry could have been in there. And then normally what I tend to do, all my entries are within the 15-minute time frame. And then
15
obviously
minutes apart.
I'll be risking about what 20 points, then aiming for a 1 to 3 most of the times. And then when obviously the market gets to a 1 to 2, I take 60% volume off, and then I let the rest obviously slide.
Nah, for real. Like, cause I feel like for me right now, cause like I said, I'm trying to like literally try to
Mm.
catch the overall flow of the market, but obviously risk to reward ratio is almost always like 1 to 3, which is super repeatable if you're doing it on a USD consistently. So it's
Exactly.
like, bro, when you actually get the overall direction of the market, I feel like those 1 to 3, the more the market is going, it's just so easy to scale in and out, scale in and out. Bro,
Trust
but
me.
your charts are looking clean, bro.
And then obviously because my data, I think I back tested it for 4 years.
For years, that is
four
crazy.
years.
Me, like, the system that I'm trying to trade with more now, I feel like it's been like a year and a half now back testing it
I
on.
backed it for four
It's
years, and
crazy.
then I found out that obviously, based on my data, on the Mondays I don't tend to take anything, but then obviously on a Tuesday it's more of
So
wait and see, and then I think my entries are mainly on a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, uh,
Friday. Now that
based on
is
the data.
something that I understand as well. Monday
Yeah,
and usually sometimes Friday as well. Those 2 days they
mhm,
actually give you what the direction of the market might be. Monday is just like there's
yeah,
nothing really
wait and
there, you know
see.
what I mean? Unless you are in another trade, you just wanna
Mm.
see the market continue going in that flow. But
And then I
now,
think with the back testing on a Wednesday, I think my win rate was about 40-50%, I think. Then on a Thursday, that's when my win rate was very high. So I tend to maximize every Thursday, meaning that obviously the market has already settled, the market has already given me obviously ways on where it wants to head for the rest of the week. And then I
so,
back that with my fundamentals and macro. That's how I trade. It sounds very simple, but it is simple. It
nah,
really
it's like, well, I feel like, and what you just telling me, I'm listening. I'm actually trying to take
is.
something from there, bro.
Trust me. Like
It's
literally,
crazy, like by Thursday, bro. Like the market has to continue doing one thing. If you are that guy who just like who used to try to trade from Monday to Friday, bro, you're gonna do a lot of things by Thursday. You know what I mean? But if you just wait
yeah,
for
exactly.
Thursday or Wednesday, bro, you're just gonna be, I don't know, it's crazy. Now that's
Trust me.
something. That's something to good. That is literally something that I just say because
Exactly.
it's like there is some voices in your head. You just try to make them sense more, but sometimes you have to hear them. You know what I mean?
Mhm. And then
Wow.
literally, this is how I do. I literally look at my 4 hours, whatever is telling me. If that's aligning with my macros and my fundamentals, then that's it. I have a trade idea. Then I wait for the market to get to my ideal, obviously ideal areas. Then I wait for my
Yeah,
entry criteria. It's simple as that. I repeat and rinse. And then I think on a weekly basis, I'm able to take about 2, 3 positions depending on how I do my risking. Because normally, what I do, I tend to risk about 1% of the whole accounts that I have.
yeah,
And
yeah.
within that 1%, what I do, because most of the time, sometimes, obviously, sometimes you might enter too early, sometimes you might enter a bit too late. But then,
Too
with
late.
obviously with my risking points, which is 20 pips, a lot of the times I just enter once, meaning that on a weekly basis, I take about three, maybe 1 to 3 trades on a weekly basis, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, that is some for me. Like I feel like my risk management as well is the same thing. It's between 0.50 to 1% of the account, bro. Because anything up above that, you're just trying to be a high risk trader. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
And bro,
saying.
for me, right, literally, my goal right now is just to be in the game as much as I can. I don't have to trade every day, bro. Like that is something I'm fully trying to eliminate because, bro, it's not worth it. We literally just, bro, it's like the way we're trying to take accountable of each other toward the market is crazy. Nah,
So yeah,
but for real, I feel like, yeah, that I look at the psychological level as well. I was surprised when you were talking about it because, bro, they
exactly.
are literally they're the golden thing that you can have in the
Look at it.
market.
I mean, you can literally look at it. Anywhere the market has reacted of, literally,
Yeah,
it's coming from a cycle level. Look at it. Look at this area here. This area that actually, let me use my highlighter. Look at this area here. Okay, we've had a 4 hour, maybe a break, a structural break, maybe because of this is just a week. Then you look at it here. The market has literally reacted over here of 34.0 in between 34.0 and 34.750. There you go. So anything between these, you could have taken a trade of what, maybe 50, 60, 60 points.
yeah. Nah,
There you
for
go.
real. EURUSD,
Yeah, 60 points. Yeah, 100 points.
that's
Look at
like almost 100.
every
Bro, do you know feel like how crazy EURUSD is been volatile this year? I don't think it's ever been this volatile, bro. Because I've been in the market for 4 years, bro.
exactly.
This year it's been moving crazy, bro.
Yeah. And then
Because
if you
it's
look at this, if you
whole
look at
this
if you,
year.
if you look at this other trade, there you go, 36.0
Yeah.
between 36.0 and 35.750. No, 250. There you go. See, entry was literally after this was New York, I think New York session. Mm, see.
Wow, bro. I don't even know when was last time I checked on GBP USD, bro.
And there you go.
But
See,
it just do the same thing with every USD.
with zero USD.
That is crazy, bro.
And to
You're
see,
I can see the consistency of what you're doing, bro.
there you go. So you look at it here. Okay, let me just zoom because obviously I normally take my entries of the 15 minutes. You look at it here. We had the first candle here, the second bearish candle, and I taken my entry literally here, and that
Yeah,
was around New York Open. There you
that
go,
is
and then
literally one to
we
four,
have
right?
entry this. So obviously I risked what 20 pips. Then obviously there was 80 pips. I think held it for a few hours. Then there you go. So anything that when it comes to 1 to 2, I take 60% volume open and I just let the rest slide. Literally, this is what I've been doing for the past, since I started managing investors capital and stuff.
So how do you get like to manage the capital from them?
I'll probably say I was a bit lucky because the fact that the fundamental course that I taken from the guy you remember I posted a picture on my IG.
Yeah, like when
And
you
then
were with those people.
yeah, exactly, my mentor was actually there, and then that guy, I think he's managing
Okay.
about 20 mil. He's very young, 23, 24,
Massive
20.
20 bill, bro.
That's why he's managing. He's a very big guy. I met him in person, and then obviously he told me, and then I probably say we kinda not liked each other, but we kinda had the same mindset. And then he
Yeah.
liked the way I was approaching things, and then through him, I was able to get investors capital. So through him,
Nah,
he was
but
able
that's
to
crazy. I feel like I need to build some kind of portfolio, like a track record, and look for something like
exactly.
that as well, bro.
I mean, because obviously, there's platforms such as I think my FX book. Once you have that, then you can have it verified with a platform. I forgot the company's name, so they
Yeah.
can verify your whole trades for you. So you can kind of use that to get investors' money. So that's been my whole goal since I started. Obviously, this whole journey, my whole goal was to kind of have my own to have an investment fund where obviously I'm managing investors' capital. And alhamdulillah, I probably say I'm living the dream now. It's good.
Again, it's like you already have the skill, bro. Trading
Yeah.
teaches you a lot. It teaches you how to like respect money, bro. It teaches you how money works, bro. That is the craziest part, bro. It's like before I start trading, numbers wasn't like that, but now when it comes numbers with trading, it's actually crazy. You just understand the business side of how things work. It's crazy, bro.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. When it comes to you, Suleiman, I really be following you closely because I'm not gonna lie. I like your discipline. I like the way you're consistent. It motivates me a lot, man. It motivates. It makes me wanna do even more. Honestly, it's not to even cast you or anything like that. But for real, bro. For real. Trust
Nah,
me.
for real, bro. Allah, we're just trying to do it better, man. At the end of the day, like I feel like that old you before you start trading, that has completely changed anyway. So if you're saying this the life that you gotta do, you have to do whatever it takes to do. And for me, when it comes to trading, bro, I feel like it humbles me a lot in life in general. Like it's I don't know, man. It just builds you to be that guy, man. If you fully accept it, you're gonna take advantage of it. And I feel like it's getting to that point right now where it's like, everything that you just been trying to do, the life that you've been trying to live, you literally almost living that life, bro. Like you literally just living that life right now. There's no better time to take advantage of it and just do it consistency than you ever did. That
I,
is literally the mindset right now, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, honestly, like what you be doing, man. Honestly, that's why I wanted to, get to know you even a bit more. Link up here and then who knows, opportunity might rise from
Yeah.
anywhere. But yeah,
Nah, that's what I feel like that has to be the next link up anyways. We're gonna have to plan it and just meet up somewhere, man. Go through the chat, have a nice talk, bro. Because I feel like now it's a point I just wanna be around the same people that does this thing. And I feel like even when we were on the Zoom on the other thing with on the WhatsApp group chat, like when it comes to trading, we all can be trading, but there is certain mindset I look when it
yeah,
comes to trading. There has to be something behind it for me to
yeah,
be able to think, okay, that guy
yeah,
is something there that I will look for. You know what I mean? I feel like the whole call, I was like, yeah, because this psychological thing that I've been experiencing in the market, this
mm,
person is kind of talking about those shit. So
yeah,
it's like there is different than the rest, you know what I mean? It's like
yeah,
from then I'm like, yeah, I don't know who he is, but like I feel like I mean probably you just been trading for a while. And when you said 6 years, 5 years, I'm like, yeah, yeah, that something has to make sense, bro. Well, something has to make sense.
yeah.
Hi,
Say hello.
hello,
Say hello. You wanna say hello? Say hello. You wanna
hello.
trade as well? You wanna trade as well? She's very stubborn, man. That
She's
another
gonna trade, bro. She's gonna trade. Daddy is gonna teach you to trade.
another guy is going to no king But yeah,
Nah,
and then obviously, Euro USD, because obviously, like I said, every single day at least I'll be reading on the news events and stuff like that. At
yeah,
least 2 hours a day or even more. And
yeah.
then
Nah,
this is just a little game that I'm gonna give out here. But yeah, obviously, through investors and then fundamentals and stuff like that, they're predicting that the euro might be coming around this sort of areas by the end of the year. So
mm-hmm.
meaning that we're still very, 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 very bullish on euro
Nah,
US.
so for me, I'll show you the time because I'm looking for 1.20 on euro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bro, I've been tracking the fundamental of the euro for like few months now, and I already know.
Mm.
the direction for euro is potentially very higher chance it's gonna go high. And again, if we look at that structure and how it's playing out, bro, it's 1.120, you know, because the way I do the psychological number, I can show you as well how I deal with the
Okay.
psychological number.
Do you want me to stop sharing then? I mean, Solomon is up there, man. Honestly, he's up there, man. You move different, man. That's what I like about you. You definitely move different, bro.
Nah, bro, we're trying to be there, bro. Like, it's actually making sense, bro. I feel like there is no better time for me to ask from the market than now, bro. I'm actually at a point where I can actually take advantage of all these things that I've been learning. Yes, bro, it's like it takes time for you to be able to actually understand that things are making sense. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And when that moment happens, you must be the person who is really focused to clock it and be like, you know what, I'm in my best moment to take advantage of my life. And where that's literally where I'm at right now, bro, because everything is just making
I
sense, you
think
know.
especially it was well, a few days ago that you posted. When you feel like your aha moment is very close.
Yeah,
That's the time that you need to even double down because obviously I think
yeah,
there was this time few years ago, like I
yeah,
had this feeling in me. I don't know
yeah,
what feeling it was, but it was this kind of weird feeling that you know what, I feel like it's my time. And then since
yeah.
then, even anything that I was doing, I doubled up on it. That was super crazy. That period that was super crazy to the point that I was able to scale to this point. But alhamdulillah, man. So
Alhamdulillah, man.
once you have that feeling, it means that you have to go. If you were going at 100 miles, you have to go at 200 miles. Simple as.
200 miles, bro, with proper awareness, bro. Like that, the self awareness behind it right now. I feel like that's literally the only thing that is pushing me. Because, bro, this market used to damage me when it comes to like emotional side of it. The only reason for that is because I was not self aware, bro. And now it's like, okay, if all I gotta do is to be myself more, get my mind as calm as I can when it comes to the chat, to do better, bro. I was like, nah, that much takes time to understand, though. But the self awareness is everything, bro. Like it's literally the experience that you have in the market, the things that you wish you wanted to avoid before. Now you have the chance to avoid them, bro, by
Exactly.
just being disciplined and patient.
And then you nailed it. It's all about self-awareness, man. As soon as you're self-aware within this whole environment, everything flows in naturally. Trust me.
Everything flows in, and the way it's feeling, like the way it's feeling naturally now, though, it's crazy. It's like you were burning it, you sleep in it, because you accept the low side that they're inevitable. You know what I mean? But it's like
Exactly.
right now, it's just something. It's the habit. Once the habits are formed, it's done, bro. That
Um,
is literally it, man. But bro, EURUSD for me, bro, we're gonna be bullies, bro. And the
on-
thing,
hmm,
me, I just try to understand that the direction of the month and these levels, bro. Like the way I took the psychological levels, I wanna go for numbers. Let's say at least about 500 pips. So let's say if I'm going for 1,000 pips, a gap for psychological number, I'll break it down into half. So that will
hmm,
be like 500, 500. So for instance, for example, if I wanna go from 1.10, so 1.00, because that makes more sense for like psychological number wise for me
yeah.
to be like, okay, you know what, that is actually a psychological number. So anywhere from here, I'm thinking, okay, what is the next bigger number from here to here? Because the market, especially when you're checking the higher time frame, you know what I mean? So, so
Let,
you
let,
see, I go from 10 to 20.
Suleiman, let me just give me a minute. Let me sort this. Let me
No,
just a minute.
take your time, bro. Take your time.
Nice.
Love it. Exactly, bro.
It's like 8 to 9, 10 to 20. I'm gonna have a way around the like look for half of in the middle.
Middle. And that will give you proper range
Oh,
to trade from based on psychological
exactly.
number wise. So you don't need too much else, you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how we understanding the market, man. Alhamdulillah. Now let me go let me man crazy. This guy sorry me some crazy shit that I've been looking for. So crazy, bro. Like, Goodbye.
She wanted ice cream, so I had to sort her out, man. Oh my god.
Nah, bro, she's so cute, man. What's her name?
Fatima, named that after my mom.
Oh, bro, my mom is called Fatima,
No way.
Wallahi.
Uh,
Nah, but like I mean, like we were saying, man, all the psychological number wise here, I tend to look, cause if I look from 10 is to 20, you know what I mean? When it comes to like number from 10, you know what I mean? So from 10, I'll look for 20, which is all the way here. And if I just want to use like number wise, I can just think, okay, how much is 1,000 pips basically? Because
mhm.
the higher time frame, this market is crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like most likely they're gonna go from this bigger psychological number. But the way you can even make this crazy and make it more sense. So
Mhm.
from 10 to 20, there has to be a half number, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
what
Like,
is half of 10 to 20 now? So I'll take like
okay.
1.15. So from here to here, that will be about 500 pips.
Yeah.
So I know when the market literally just break 10, where did it run to? It run all the way from 10 to 15 straight. It didn't stop. So now that we're breaking 15, it's gonna have to do the same flow, run from 15 to 20. Again, if you pay attention, we're paying attention to this bigger psychological number. So we're just using this core of them to actually know, okay, when the market price is, where can it pull back to have the next probability to push higher into the next bigger psychological number. So by looking at it like this, I feel like you'll have more bigger room to actually know, okay, this psychological number, because obviously you'll be doing your supply and demand and all of that. You
Yeah.
can do that at a lower time frame, so you don't need to put probably too much line just to pay
Yeah.
attention to the psychological number. So I
Bro.
just try to pay attention to it like this, because now I know. And you can see, bro, like the way it's actually happening, bro. The market
Makes a
is
lot
just
of
doing
sense,
the
man.
same thing, bro. Bro, we break 10, bam,
Mhm.
we run into 15. We break 15. Where we gonna go to? We need this 20. And
Makes
it's
sense.
like it makes sense. So you can already see we break, we retest the way weekly is retesting there. If you align that with market structure, because we're basically doing this on the weekly time frame.
Yeah.
If you align this on the weekly time frame, understanding where this rejection is happening, which is
That's
this like key
another
area,
part of
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Trust me, bro, it's crazy. And
It
if
makes
you match that,
sense.
if you match that with psychological number as well, you have 1.15 there. So fundamentally, why if you know the long-term goal of every year, if it's bullish,
Mhm.
again, the institutional, they don't just trade this, smaller time frame flow that we're
Ah,
trying to do. They're done. So me understanding that is like this higher time frame psychological number actually what I pay attention. And bro, by looking at it right now, I can already see, okay, there is very high chance you can see already, yes, this is just bullish
yeah, 100%. Even looking at this big rejection that happened on here
here.
alone, it should be able to tell you that okay, from this point to that point, we've broken obviously structure in here, meaning that we're looking to go to the upside, and then we
Okay.
retested on here on a psych level, which is very which is something that you have to consider. And then obviously rejection, we have a bullish candle in here, another bullish candle in here, and then we have obviously the market came all the way down here, rejected from this other side level, and then it's looking to
Mhm.
go up, and then this
It's
is where
looking
the
to go up. And if you look, if you look that weekly, since we rejected here, every candle that open is just trying to pull back, reject, and create a high. Every
exactly.
candle that open is just trying to pull back, reject, and create a high. It's the same. And last week, on like the Monday analysis we did, we were saying it exactly to happen like this. It needs to
Mhm.
do the same thing, bro, because we're just using the behaviors of the previous candle. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And bro,
And then to even further validate your point, when I was listening to Powell today, he said that I think by September they're looking to cut rates at least at
correct.
25 basis points or 50 basis points. So if they do that, that means that it's gonna weigh heavy on the dollar, meaning that we still even have more room to be bullish. And then I think when I was following fundamental for the past few weeks, I think they suggested that yeah, euro is gonna be getting to 1.9, I think 1.9. Then by
Mhm.
the end of the year, 1.20 something or something like that. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie, people tend to complicate themselves a lot. And then what I hate the most is the fact that when people rely on these lower time frames, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Don't get me wrong, if it works for you, it works for you, but it don't really make sense. Do you get it? I'm not
Bro,
trying to fight.
to even take advantage of that lower time frame, you need to know this, bro. Imagine you are that guy, bro. That waited for this higher time frame intention on there. Once the euro is at this level, you can be taking advantage of this on the lower time frame like crazy, bro. Like
Exactly.
crazy. Most of my I have even some entries from on EURUSD from this level because this is where that I feel like what news was it? Was it NFP or something like that? It started here. That's where the
Yeah.
fundamental up. And the fundamental always follow market structure, bro. Even
See,
target wise, bro, these psychological numbers alone will tell me target. But if I'm going with the structure, I wanna know what the target is as well. I don't even use fibs like that, but you can see it's literally aligning perfect with the
I'm
psychological. Bro, we retesting bro 38.20 and 50%. But I don't use these tools like this, man. They just confuse me. I just want my charts clean, bro. Market structure, I'm good, bro.
That's it, bro. That's it. Now,
Bro,
bro,
like, and the
I'm
euro
just
is super
underrated.
clean, bro. Super clean, bro. That key area, bro. Price wouldn't just react to an area for no reason, you
For
know.
no reason. Especially
Like,
obviously we know that we have these funds, these big people, market makers, man. Come on, man. I mean, this is what they say. Literally everything that happens within a candle, there's a reason for it. If a
there's
candle
no
goes
reason for
low,
it.
there's a reason for that. If a candle goes from low to high, there's a reason for that. And then once you're able to put those puzzles together to
Yeah.
actually have to actually have a thesis, then everything flows naturally. Then whatever, if you're using breaker structure, internal breaker structure, liquidity constants, whatever, at least you have your main thesis, which is okay. Fundamentally wise is telling me that the euros is looking to be bullish for the end of the year. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, you don't have to rush either. Just take your
You
time.
don't have to rush silence. Tell me that again, bro. I need to hear that more.
Just utilize your start. The most important thing, you've already got that out of the way, which is the main bias for the whole year. It's
For the
bullish.
whole day.
Okay, what are you gonna be looking for? Okay, reasons and more reasons for you to even take a trade for either this area or that area. It's
For
as
that
simple as
area.
people
Simple as that. And I feel like it's just getting to that understanding for me more clear now, though, because that's literally all you gotta do, though. Like, it's either this area or that area. You have a reason behind it. Take it. Like McDouglas said, when once you see that age, there shouldn't be any hesitation. You know what I mean, bro? It's like
exactly.
I listen to that guy over and over again, and I'm thinking, bro. I've been suffering from the market, but what you were telling me, if I start to apply it, I'll feel better, bro. And I
Exactly.
start to take action towards it, bro. Like every single words that he said, I'm listening, applying. Because, bro, it's like he's just telling you the things that you've been experiencing in the market. If you
From
really apply
experience,
them
bro.
and understand them, you'll know.
And
But
then
bro,
there was another guy. I forgot that guy's name. Let me look for it. Though. Let me. He's another guy. He talks a lot about psychology and stuff like that. Let me see if I can find it here.
that's cool. Yeah.
I'll share it with you guys. Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. At this point in time, we have to make the best out of everything, man, honestly. But
Bro,
it's
especially when it comes to the charts, this is the best time to take most out of it, bro. Even looking at the market right now, I'm buying my fingers, be like, oh my god, the way I can abuse my knowledge on this thing right now.
it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's like now I'm enjoying more the discipline side of when it comes to trading, like how I'm actually holding myself to be disciplined. You know what I mean? That side is giving me the life that I've been trying to live, man. Well, that side was actually something really, really something that I was looking for. But the church makes you stay disciplined, and you're gonna stay disciplined in your real life, bro. That is the beautiful part of it, bro.
Exactly, and then another thing that people tend to misunderstand is the fact that you might say I want to be disciplined in the chat, this that blah blah blah, but if you're not disciplined outside the charts,
The
then
church,
brother, just forget it, man. You're not gonna be able to be
I
disciplined.
get it.
Nah,
Just
bro.
forget it. Well, honestly, bro, that's literally the facts,
'Cause
bro.
I've tried it myself. There was days where I'm like, you know what? Let me just, because obviously, human being, you want to test yourself, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? This reason, I'm just gonna kick back. I'm gonna be a bit lethargic, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And then
Yeah,
I can see that obviously my behavior outside the trading side of things. When it
yeah,
comes to trading, whatever I was doing outside that, it reflects on the chart. It's simple as that. You don't realize it at the moment until whenever the hate has gone, then you're like, you know what the hell was I doing? I definitely knew this was gonna happen, but why did I do this? Why did I do that? But then you forget to take into consideration that obviously you was in discipline outside of trading on that day.
nah, for real, wallahi, wallahi, like, I feel like this is the crazy. This is the most deepest conversation I ever actually had with anyone when it comes to trading, bro. Because the psychology behind it, there is a reason for it, man. It's like once you actually get that communication of it, bro, you actually know exactly what you, bro. It's like that's why they say it needs to be around the people that are on the same environment.
Exactly.
Now
And,
trading teaches a lot, man. Wallah, trading teaches.
and that's why I'm not gonna lie. When I sit in front of the chats, I literally take it as art. Like literally, yeah,
Nice.
this is happening, this is
Uh,
happening. Obviously, what are fundamentals? What are fundamentals saying? How's the US looking? How's the Euro looking? What are the Germans saying? What's the relationship between Putin and Donald Trump? If you start to pull all of those into consideration, and then you look at it just like, okay, it makes sense. If this is happening there, then that's going to affect this pair. And then if this affects this pair either positively or negatively, that it only means one thing. If it's negatively, that means that the pair is just gonna run down. If
Run,
it's
bro.
affect that pair positively, not, it only means one thing. But the most difficult thing is that you already have the information in your hand. Are you able to sit and wait until whenever your edge presents itself? That's the hardest thing.
That is the hard. That is the hardest. That is patience right there. You know what I mean? Like
That's the
that is
hardest.
literally. Do you know how many traders tell themselves right now? Oh, bro, I used to be one of them, so I can say that with 1,000% confidence. You know what I mean? Bro,
I
I
used
will
to be in the same boat.
analyze the chart. The market will do whatever it gonna do from there. But it's like, do you like? Because how many times do you analyze the chart as the beginning of the trade and said, okay, I'm only going to wait for this thing. If that don't happen, I don't do nothing. How many times
A lot of
you
people,
tell
literally,
that yourself, and then you say that, bam, you find yourself doing that next
doing
thing.
something else.
Because you're lacking self-discipline. That's the only reason you just go and do the next thing that you did. Why is this really, it's like doing the things that you don't want to do? Also, as a trader, every moment feel like a FOMO, you know what I mean? Fear
Yeah,
of missing out.
yeah.
Especially the way you start to test the reward of the market, you were thinking most of the time, if you're not fully self-aware, that you might just be like, okay, the next candle is just going to be the same thing. So the FOMO start to kick in, bro. But like the way I start to like focus on the higher time frame, market structure, it's like there's no reason for you to trade without confirmation. It's as simple as that. And for you to be able to get that, identify areas, understand where the market needs to come to you, wait for that to happen, and look for that reason. Bro,
Exactly.
I wish my trading was like this forever, bro.
Trust me, bro. But it's the hardest thing. And then I have this friend. He's very successful outside trading and stuff, in trading. And then he says that a disciplined trader is a successful trader.
For real.
Unless you're disciplined, you're not gonna be able to see success in this industry. No chance. Don't even try it. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter who your parents are. It doesn't matter where you live. Unless you're able to get a hang of that discipline, nothing is gonna relate to you. You're always gonna be in a circular form where you go from this point to that point, from this point to that point, doing the
Yep.
same thing over and over and over until to the point where you decide to give up, and that's
Nah,
where a
for
lot of
real.
dreams die. But
Nah.
yeah, honestly, man, when it comes to psychology, I'm not gonna say psychology it is the main thing, but it's not the only thing.
I feel
You
like the best psychology you need is yourself, your own psychology. You can be the own psycho. I feel like every human being knows what's your weakness, you know what I mean? And when the market, it comes down to things by acceptance. You need to accept things. That is how my experience come in the market, you know what I mean? It's like for me to be able to be actually that trader that I want to be, I need to accept things. Because, bro, you need to accept losses for you to be able to take your next trade if you lose your previous trade.
Because
So
like I
that
said,
that part of the psychology apply to yourself. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That
it's human behavior. Because us as human beings, we don't want to be wrong. And then
facts.
that's what I say it. Obviously, when it, thank you. That's what I said. When it comes to this industry, it's a whole different industry. At the start of my conversation, I say that the way you do things on your 9 to 5 is not the same. It's not the same way that you do on this industry. It doesn't work like that.
Nah, for
Us
real.
as human beings, we hate losing. When it comes to losing, we just hate it. We want to avoid it at all costs.
And that's natural of humans, bro. Like,
And that's something that that I struggled with for the start of obviously of my journey. Where obviously when I do take a loss, I'm like I don't want to admit it. I don't want to admit the fact that I was wrong. I always
right,
want to be right, 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 right.
right. I
Until
was
the
in that mindset for so long, bro. That the way, the more you that like hearing you saying it is actually making me remember the moment because it's like I'm feeling the experience through that thing, bro. For not wanting to be wrong so much.
and
It's
then
crazy.
and then obviously I'll just start doing things to the point where I'm like I've put myself into drown. And then once obviously once I'm outside of it, I sit down to myself and think to myself like, what did I do? What was the point of me doing this? And then again, it all comes to control and being able to have that self control of not, although it's only clicking buttons buy and sell, but not feeling the urge to click those buttons unless the right
That's
opportunity
fact.
appears to you.
That's facts, bro. Like
It's
the
the
more
maddest thing,
you
bro.
feel the urge to press those buttons, the calmer your mind will be, bro. When it comes to trade, it's actually crazy. It's a whole different thing that you learn from this trade,
Definitely is,
bro.
bro.
It's
Definitely is, bro. It's a whole different ball game, man. Once you come into the finance analyst side of things, it's a whole different mindset, man. Trust me, man. It's a
and
whole.
again, it's like you need to understand real well that that is one thing I just start to remember more again. Like you need to be able to understand what's actually happening in the real life, bro. When it comes to like life in general, to deal with this market in a way, because bro, again, is there's people behind it, bro. This like it's not just a market. These are like a real crazy things going here, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What is
This is
happening around the world is impacting this market. These are the
exactly.
market impacts, bro.
This is economic world economics being obviously translated in those charts, and then if you come into this chart are taking us anyhow, then bro, you're only gonna be doomed to be a loser. It's as simple as that, bro.
For real, bro. Like it's a real life world thing happening in this chart, bro. This chart they teach you a lot, bro.
They
Like,
definitely
bro, the
does.
market actually teach you a lot, bro. Like,
A lot about yourself, a lot about human behavior, a lot about psychology, and all of that stuff.
and
I'm not gonna lie. When I'm in the zone, then it's just crazy, man. When I'm in the zone, I literally just I tend to take this as if I'm playing the piano or something like that. Honestly, when
for
I'm lost,
real,
I have
bro.
to.
Nah,
But
it's
yeah,
actually getting there, Allah. It's getting there. The
honestly,
whole thing just make, bro. It makes you even be a better person. That is one thing I appreciate so much from
mhm.
trading, bro. For me to be that guy striving for more, thinking big, thinking different, it all starts from trading, bro. The
Yeah,
mindset completely switch. Life you start to say different, bro. Finance world you start to see different because again, bro, we didn't burn in this environment. From what we were born in to what we're trying to learn is like a whole different world. You know what I mean? So you have to go through hell to understand it.
to
And
understand it,
that,
bro.
that is
It's
real, man. Like, we learn it, bro.
especially if you look at our community, the way obviously we've grown up, the way our parents have brought us up, it's a whole different mindset. You know, I said it at the start of the conversation. When I first came across this 2017, I literally have had a whole different mindset. The mindset that my parents instilled in me was like have something secure, simple, and that was the only thing that was in my mind. That was the only thing that I was chasing until the day that I've been able to get it, and then I came back to my parents all proud that yeah, that this is what you wanted, I got it. Yeah, is then what? It's not satisfaction. Although obviously you're not making millions or whatever, but just to have the peace of mind, just to have the freedom
The
is not.
development it provides you from inside, bro.
Trust me,
It
bro.
makes you responsible, man. As a man, without responsibility, you're not fully focused
Yeah,
and
you're
you're
not.
not fully built, bro. And
Exactly.
trading gives you that responsibility, type of responsibility. When you're going to have it, you need to be like fully open hearted, bro. It literally take all your pride away, your ego.
You lie to
You
yourself.
you can't be that guy. You know what I mean? Even the things that you don't wanna accept in your real life, trading will make you accept them.
Will make you accept it. Simple. From the way you handle money, from the way you handle this, from the way you handle that, from the way you move, from
Uh,
the way you act with people, from the way you come in, you interact with people. All of that. Once you come into these little graphs, it's gonna humble you. Either you like it or you don't like it. It's as simple as that.
but it
Trust me.
humbles us a lot, man. But it's like the humbleness, it turned into a gratefulness right
Yeah,
now, bro.
yeah.
Alhamdulillah,
Max,
man.
max, max.
Allah, alhamdulillah.
Why is Bilal? Is Bilal in the chat or he's not here?
Oh no, it's not here, man. It's not here, bro. We need to do this more, man. Because I feel like these are the main thing that a lot of things don't hurt from trading, man. Special, bro. The way I learned trading the most hardest way, bro. I feel like that's why I am how I am with the charts right now, cause bro, it was true crazy mindset and struggle to push through that, bro. So that
Exactly.
the mindset behind it, I feel like it might be lacking somewhere, cause we can
But
all see this trading thing different,
I
bro.
feel you, bro. In our community, you cannot literally come to your parents saying that this is what I'm doing, bro. They'll take you for a crazy person, bro. And then once you're in this game, it's just you alone, bro. You'll
It's just
find
you.
people that are in the same industry with you, and then just go about your day. But you cannot make obviously our community understand this. They're not gonna be able to understand it, bro.
For real,
That's
bro.
why
For
it is,
real.
bro. I move very different, man. Honestly, people will tend to see me this that. I'm a very simple guy, bro. As you can see on my chats, everything is just simplistic, bro. I don't
Bro,
like complicating.
simple,
No, no, I
bro.
hate complicating
Simple,
things, bro.
super simple, bro. Wallah. It's just simpleness, man. Just make it gotta make sense for you, you know what I mean? That is what the key thing is. And now I
Mhm.
feel like we're finding the edge, bro, that makes sense, bro, to take advantage of it. But bro, this whole thing comes down to here. If this is not straight, this won't make sense, bro. You
And
can't manage money here.
and then obviously the other thing when people are trading gold and silver blindly, the only thing obviously if the market is risk on, then gold is just gonna go down. But if the market is risk off, then gold is just gonna soar up. For
And
example,
look at we even have analysis on gold. That this gold trade was again, it's just crazy, bro. I feel like all this trade, bro, like it's just the same thing. Market structure, bro.
it's beautiful, bro. I swear. Look at it here, because
Bro,
obviously, look, I had this analysis on silver.
yeah,
This I predicted, well, I analyzed that silver, if it comes there, it's just gonna go up. And then obviously with this, we had the comments from Powell saying that they're gonna have the cut of interest rates and that, and then the market saw from here from here all the way there. There you go. People are panicking and the people are moving. The flow of money is going from the dollar to safe havens now right now, and then
yeah.
that's why we had this crazy move on silver, and that's why we had this other crazy move on
On
gold.
gold, nah, for
Although
real.
I don't trade gold a lot of the times, it's most likely a silver, but gold I don't. I tend to stay away from it. But yeah,
Nah, for even me, I don't really trade gold like that. I just pay attention to gold to like
yeah,
go with the market. Especially that now I'm just trying to see market structure in most of these pairs. You know what I mean? So in the same thing, when I'm trading gold, I'm just trying to like learn and see if the market structure is doing the same thing that we're looking. And bro, it's crazy, man. It's literally just crazy once you understand structure, bro. It's like structures can actually play time, bro. But for you to actually take advantage of what is happening here,
you gotta be
bro,
aware.
it needs to be showing you here. You know what I mean? Like it's just clean, bro. Like higher. So like for the fact that the intention for gold, that actually the move that needs to happen, it needs to go and take out the structure. You know what I mean? So
Simple.
it's simple, bro. This is literally the structure that we're in, and this has been going on this for time now, bro.
Bro.
No,
It's
and everything after
literally
that is just building internal structure. You know what I mean? Like trying to create higher highs and higher lows. And this is literally where the structure on goal is, because this haven't take out the high yet, so we can't call this a structure. So right now, even when gold come here, that the idea for this structure is one thing, bro. This is the structure we're in. So It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, like, I mean, bro. The market just makes sense when it gets to a certain point, bro.
Trust me, bro.
It's
I
just
mean, if you understand this whole thing and you put them into one concept, then you're saving yourself a lot of the headache, man. That's the way I found it. But literally nowadays, I just look how much has me a few in this, blah blah blah. I see this, I see that. I look at this, I look at that. Then if it's not making sense. That's it. I'm saying out of it. I just go about my days. As simple as that.
as simple as that, bro. As simple as that. Simple as that, but
And
bro.
then and then if you look at BTC, the big boy, look
Huh?
at look at my analysis on BTC.
Let me go on the church here.
There you go. See, I think this is the first halving that happened. This is the other halving that happened, and then this is the recent halving that happened.
Are you on that daily time frame?
Yeah,
Yeah, that is clean. I'll show you mine as well on BTC. It's
trust me.
crazy, bro.
And
The
then
the
literally,
Bitcoin, the idea on Bitcoin right now, wow, bro, it's crazy, bro. But again,
mhm,
it's like, bro, like, well, this market, we just trying to go with the higher time frame intention,
trust me, bro.
and take advantage of it. Like, it's that simple, bro. Going
This is
on
the halving
Bitcoin.
point that happened, reacted of here, and then we just been bullish since then. Then from here, I think we have a strike level in here. Market reacted, boom, up. We have another strike level. The market literally just touched it, and then boom, we up. Maybe with this, obviously with the news that happened today, we might potentially see BTC coming to these areas here,
Yeah,
these areas, because obviously this was the these areas here, maybe taking out this previous highs here at 138. That's my prediction.
on Bitcoin,
Yeah, 138. Right.
138. Yeah, Bitcoin, for me, it's where I have that psychological number level there as 130. But bro, Bitcoin, when it comes to this psychological number, I feel like when it comes to that psychological number as well, you need to understand when price is around those levels, the
It's gonna
volume,
react.
the volume that it needs to break them, it has to be massive volume. You know what I mean? So you're gonna expect some crazy move like to happen,
Exactly.
like to be able to like get into that psychological level. So
Yeah.
but on Bitcoin, bro, I feel like it's just super clean, bro. Like I took a trade on Bitcoin from here after we have this daily confirmation. Again, we just reacting from this key area here. Bro, this highest price, whenever it gets there, just pay attention to the next thing that is happening. The confirmation, bro. I feel like that what makes more sense when it comes to the overall analysis that you do. Without confirmation, bro, there is no reason to take it, bro. Literally.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I see. I can see that we have a bit of similarities when it comes to the charts, and that's why I wanted to have a conversation with you. Honestly, man.
For
Honestly,
real,
about
man. For real.
within this industry, man, is see by something else, man. Honestly,
Nah, bro, that skill is just getting better. I mean, man, wallahi, it's just time right now. Just trying to take advantage of it, man. Just keep the charts clean, bro. Like the charts are just clean, bro. We area to area. You can see we just have this market intact. Like
yeah.
it's just reacting from level to level. And again, it's just the same key areas, with market structures.
Yeah.
Like it's just market structure that's moving this market, bro.
Because
Nothing.
the way I see market structure is like a staircase. Obviously, you go up, then you have the flat end. You go up, you have the flat end. You go up, then you have the flat end. It's as simple as that. Once you're able to understand that, then honestly, like I said, you're saving yourself a lot of headache, man.
A lot of
Honestly.
headache, man. Nah, for
And
real,
then
man.
you know what I've realized. Once you know what you're doing, then you tend to be very very laid back. You don't want to show this because obviously once you know something, there's no point of you proving yourself to no one. Do you get
To
it?
know one, bro, for real life. Say that again. Say that again, bro. Especially when it comes to the chat, bro. Like, bro, you're there to try to make some money, anyways, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Really just locked in, bro. Like, it's how funny when you're locked in, really and truly, you wouldn't be bothered too much about all the
about
things.
anything else,
You're
bro.
in the sun, bro. Like, you
Don't
trying to
know
look for
about
the source, bro. You know what I mean? So. Now, for real, like right now, I feel like
Mhm.
it's the best crazy opportunity for us to like actually take advantage of the thing that we learn over these years, bro. The market is crazy this year, bro.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
market.
I don't know how next year is gonna be. Obviously, when I don't know how next year is gonna be. But this year, if no one's able to take opportunity, then next year is gonna be long, man. Trust me, because there's
Yeah,
gonna
man. It's
gonna have a
literally
lot of different things,
that.
a lot of control, a lot of this, a lot of that. So
Yeah,
whoever's able to take opportunity at this moment in time, just go for it, man. You
just
have
go.
nothing. This is what I keep telling. This is what I tell a lot of the people when I have conversations with them. I tell them the best time to plant a tree was 5 years ago. You get it?
For real.
The second best time to plant a tree is today. If you plant this tree
Yeah,
today, in the next 5 years, that tree has grown up.
that's
It has
right,
already
bro. For real.
maybe breathed fruits for you.
For real.
And
Now that's
people
one
are
thing
just
for
nowadays.
that, bro. That's crazy, I mean, man. Life is just all about planning and take action, man. That's it.
Simple, simple.
That's it, man. The chat.
Because either you take the risk within the 5 years, those 5 years are gonna go by. You take it, you don't take it, those 5 years are gonna go by. So what's the best thing to you? What's the best thing for you to do? Just take the risk.
Just take
If
the
it comes
risk.
out positive, then yeah, win-win for you. But if it comes out negative, then yeah, at least you've learned one or two things from it. Then move
One or
on. Just
two things, man. Then move on. Simple as that. And that is the only way you're gonna grow, man. For you
simple.
to find out if it's gonna work or not, you have to do it. You know what I mean? If you don't do it, you're never gonna find out. So what about when it comes to something that you think that is very, very potential for you in this thing? Why not just do it?
Yeah, just do it. I mean,
Do it
either you do it or you don't do it. Those years that you're gonna spend on it are just gonna go past. Are just gonna pass by. So just take the risk and do it.
for real,
But
man.
anyways, we've not had nothing from the other Suleiman. He's just sitting
He,
quiet there,
he's
talking.
locked in, bro. He's listening to us,
Listen,
right?
bro, you guys, bro. No, this actually the game, bro. This is the game, bro. You gotta have to play to know how you play, bro.
But we just try, man. Like I said, I keep this is what I tell people every single day. I just to know the game. I don't like to be egoistic. I'm this, I'm that. I know this, I know that. I always learn from and anyone and everyone, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
care
that's
where
literally
you
me,
are.
bro.
Trust
Like,
me, bro.
just
I love
learn
it.
from anyone, bro. Anyone. Because that's the end of the day, bro. That's how you learn, though.
Yeah.
Like, the next thing, the next word, the next person might say might be something that you was looking for all this time. You know what I mean? It all depends who you heard it from. You know, so
Yeah. I thought this is what they say in Sarangole. I'm gonna try say it in English. They say that if you're a person with 99% and then you
yeah.
still need 1% for you to get to that 100%, and that 1% is just is available from another person, maybe the dumbest guy in the community. What are you gonna do?
Wallahi, love
You're
it.
just gonna go to that person, learn from him, get that 1% from him, and then you, the person, you're gonna be with 100%, and that person is gonna be with 0%. That's why I say I learn from anyone and everyone, regardless of who you are.
Regardless
This
of
is the
what, bro.
mindset.
Honestly,
I
that
don't.
Yeah, man,
I
open
feel like
mind,
that
bro.
is. I'm just gonna keep that as a last quote from you right
Yeah,
now.
man. This is the
Chill
word
out,
for
chill
the
out,
day.
chill out, chill out,
This
chill
is
out.
the word for the day, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
bro.
that was something that was needed to be heard.
Trust me,
Alhamdulillah,
bro.
bro.
That's what
Wallahi.
they say, bro. I mean, that's why they say don't disregard anyone, regardless of that person, regardless of who that person is. Just I'm not gonna say bring that person to your circle, but be close to him because you never know what you might learn from him the next day, and that's where the obviously the line came from, and you with 99%, but missing 1%, and that 1% is with the dumbest guy. What are you gonna do? You're gonna learn from him. It's simple. That's
Simple,
why
man.
just stay student of the game every single day. No matter where you go, no matter how much you know, no matter how much you have.
Facts, man.
You know,
Wallahi, 100. Now,
This
this is needed, man.
Yeah, man. You just have to keep going. There's no stopping,
There's
bro.
no stopping, bro.
Bro, the
Like,
process is really
crazy.
clear, bro. Clear.
but yeah, as Suleiman, I'm number two. Next time if we do this call, I wanna hear your voice. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm listening to
You
you guys, though. You guys are like mindset mentor.
But
Nah,
yeah,
well, I
man.
love it, bro. I get move, bro. Like, this call was needed, honestly. The
Yeah,
chat
don't worry,
breakdown,
anytime. Like I
seeing your
said,
overview on the chat, bro, is crazy. It's like I just like simple and clean thing. Yours it's just giving me more confidence to make my things clean as much as I can, bro, and just
Man,
be
you
faithful.
save yourself a lot of the noise, man. Just keep it simple. The two key things that you're looking before you enter a trade. Just keep that as your priority. Once you see it happening, just take it no hesitation. If you're risking 0.5, then risk 0.5. It's just two outcomes. Either you win or either you lose. If you lose, then yes, at least you've been able to manage your risk.
Yeah, wallah, honestly, bro.
But
Nah,
yeah, since I'm not gonna say I'm up there, but alhamdulillah, I've learned one or two.
bro, this alone here is what is there. You have like there's a saying that's a thing big, bro. Like to be that success that you need, that extraordinary result that you're looking for, you have to think big.
Yeah.
That is literally it, bro. We're taking the small action. The only thing that kept me pushing through trading,
Mhm.
that does that it opens for me in the future. There's such a massive door, you know what I mean? So it's like these
Exactly.
things are just like we can still call them early gains in it, like the small reward that you're having, but like the vision toward this is different, bro. It's like a movie down here when it comes to the chat and how it just building you as a person. So that is worth more than money right now, bro. Like we're already there, fam.
This knowledge alone is more than worth is worth more than millions, bro. Because obviously, if you're up there, then making those millions is just at the click of your fingertip, man. And then there's another thing that they say that if your dreams do not scare you, you've always obviously heard that if your dreams are not that big enough, then you're not dreaming.
You're not dreaming. They have to scare you, bro. They have to be scary, bro.
Say dream until they call you crazy. Dream until they call you crazy, man. It's as simple as that, man. That's why nowadays, bro, I just have my little circle, from this, from
Bro,
that.
just growth mindset. Like this is literally all I want. Bro, I just don't mind coming here, sit down here with the take my book, drink my coffee, look
Mm,
at the chat and learn, bro. Because
simple.
bro, like the knowledge that you have in your brain, they can teach you more, just more than trading, you know what I mean? This trading thing opens a lot of door for me, bro.
A lot of those, man. A lot of
Bro,
those, man.
it
And
just
no,
makes learning every skill so easy, like, and
mm,
the way it teach you when it comes to like to see things in a business perspective is
mm.
crazy, bro. Wallah, it's crazy, man.
But the hardest thing is just being able to get a grasp of that skill. So that's why when it comes to me, I'm not gonna say I don't like rushing things. They don't really sound proper, but I like to take my time, meaning that I don't go too fast, but I don't go too slow.
Too slow, for
The
real.
one thing I want to do is whatever I'm doing, whatever endeavor I'm taking, I want to grasp it. I want to know a lot about it. I want to be the master of it. Then you can open yourself to the world. This is what I'm doing. This is what I know. And then whoever challenges you after that, then you're able to stand tall in front of that people or that
For
person. But
real.
nowadays, when people know one or two things, they're out there, I know this, I know that. It's just the wrong approach, man. It's just the wrong
It's
approach.
just the wrong approach, man. Wallah, bro. There's so much that we learn, bro. There's so much that we know to share, but bro, some of these things you just build it within you, man. Wallahi. Like your action will tell who you're trying to be, bro. The character is you're trying to build is something that you can't hide it. That will just you be you anywhere you go. And bro, we have it right in our hand from trading, bro. Alhamdulillah. We should be grateful for this, bro.
Bro, every day, bro, every day. I mean, every day that I have the chance, I be doing just extra rakas for the fact that Allah has opened these doors for me.
For me,
I'm not
wallahi,
up there
wallahi,
yet, but Alhamdulillah, I've been able to make something out of nothing. Did you get it?
for real,
And then
bro.
even if you look at the backgrounds that we came from, like I said previously, the mindset that we've been instilled, just be secure, have something stable. You know,
Something,
if
bro. And skill is stable, bro. Skill it's stable, bro. In a long run, sure, it will give you what you want, bro. It might not
exactly.
give you the wealth, but as even someone who is having faith, you learn a lot of things, man. You learn a lot of things from it, bro.
Mhm.
There's something deeper down the money or its own sometimes, you know what I mean?
So
Like
you need to enjoy the process, bro.
the process.
The process.
It's as simple as that. I
Now
mean,
it's been crazy for us from June, bro. Like literally from June, I mean, we just put it in our brain and just be like, we locked in, bro. Like just purely lock in, start take advantage of the skills that we're learning. You don't just want to learn, bro.
You just want to know. Learning and knowing, those are two different things.
Two
You may
different
learn
things, you
something,
know
but
what I
you
mean?
don't know it. Do you get
But,
it? And then you may know something, but you don't learn it. So that's why, learn and know it. So
like,
once you have that combo right there, then you're unstoppable, man. And that's why they say, there's 1,000 people out there, or there's maybe few people from your family, from my family, but Allah has not put the thought or the thought or the dream in that person, but he has put that dream in you for a reason.
yo, bro. That's why I always start to think like, bro,
For a
because
reason.
deep down we all know, man. We all know that the opportunities that you feel like you have more than anyone else, bro. And if you don't take advantage of it, you just throwing away something that God gave you. You just didn't accept it. You don't use it for your potential. You know what I mean? And that is crazy because you regret it, man. There's so much we can do now, and to do them, we just have to do them now, bro, and just learn through
You
them.
have to
That's
do the
it.
work. And then I think I was reading this book this other time. I think it was Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Within the pages is something that there was this line that's been written in there. It said the most valuable place on earth is the graveyard. And you know why? Do you know
Bro,
why? There's a lot of
but
people there. They had the biggest dreams. They had the biggest talents, but they weren't able to execute it in real life. And then they all have died with those dreams, with those skills, with those amazing knowledges, and they're under the ground. They're not able to show it to no one. That's why they say that the grave is the most valuable, place on earth.
that is actually
If you're always self-reflecting on those kind of things, then trust me, bro, you'll be improving every single day, bro. You'll be
nah,
improving every
that's
single day, bro.
that is the biggest reminder you should have, man,
Trust me,
because
bro.
like you
And
said, your mind, bro, if you didn't take it to your potential and actually try to take advantage of it, it's gonna end up being there, you know what I
exactly.
mean? So it's like,
And then my biggest fear is maybe leaving this world not being able to live to my full potential. That's been always my biggest fear. Although I'm very introverted, I'm very into myself, but I don't want to leave this world without giving it my full potential. That's a big regret.
that scariness there, that is real though. I feel like it's something everyone should have, man. We all have that part, bro. Like, imagine, bro, and what is it? Mindset Mentor was saying or something like that, bro. Like, on your deathbed, and you start to thinking like,
Yeah,
imagine the thing that I could have done and now you didn't do it. That regret there, that pain of
it's
regret, you
unforgivable, bro.
bro. Either win or lose, bro. Do something that you can do, man. Wallah, and that's literally what we're doing. Alhamdulillah, bro.
Trust me,
It's
bro. But
good, bro.
alhamdulillah, man, it was good having a conversation with yourself. I mean, I've been waiting for this call, but hopefully we can get more of this.
Now, wallah, we have to do more now, bro, because this feels like it feels like something building behind this, bro.
Yeah,
And alhamdulillah, bro. Like, bro, what feels more better than trading and coming start here on Saturday on a Friday
talking
night?
about it, bro.
Stock, but we are traders. The things that we talking in our brain, bro, that inner voice, we need to speak it out, bro.
Exactly, bro. Because obviously we have to accept it. This is our life now. It
This
doesn't
one,
matter who you are. You're always gonna be regarded as a trader. So you might as well just accept it. Bro, don't
Allah,
don't shy of anyone. Yeah, this is what I do. I buy and sell. That's it. Currency is on the market. That's it. Simple, bro.
that's
Be
it.
proud of
That's
me.
it.
You get it?
Say,
Well,
let's just let's
alhamdulillah,
keep that mindset, man. Allah,
May may may,
alhamdulillah.
may, yeah, may Allah makes it easy for all of us, and then may Allah make us reach our full potentials. That's the biggest thing, bro. And then
Amen, bro.
in full health.
Amen, bro.
In
Allah,
That's the
amen,
most
bro.
important thing. If you have health, my father used to tell me all the time that obviously with health, you can literally achieve anything in this world.
Thing, bro, for
So,
real.
when we pray, when we do our salahs, when we do our du'as, let's just always pray for God to give us, the health, for us to be able to do things that are gonna be valuable not for ourselves only, but for the people around us. That's the most important thing. That's how I've been living my life. I mean, I don't. The reason that I wanted to even be in the world of investors money, I'm having a private fund investment fund and stuff like that because I wanted to help people. I wanted to help people to be able to live or or be part of this world. Although it might not be a lot, but at least I'm helping you with a little grain, a little seed.
Yeah, great for real. Wallah, alhamdulillah, man.
You get it?
That
Yeah.
is
Like I said, I think Steve Harvey says that unless you're able to find your talent, you're not gonna be able to make it. I think something along those lines. So unless you're able to find what you're good at, or what you good, or what is that something that Allah has given you, then you're not
yeah.
gonna be able to make it out in life, man. So as soon as you find that, then just utilize it, monetize it,
Just
and whatever.
utilize it, cause that if 100% of the time, bro, is the only time thing that you'll ever have
Yeah,
to be able to achieve that chance that you might have in this life, bro. If you
yeah,
miss that, we probably not gonna have it again, bro.
yeah, bro.
It's
And there's
scary,
a
bro. The things that we have, alhamdulillah, bro. May Allah don't take what He already given us,
exactly,
bro.
bro. We have to be super proud. We have to be super. I'm grateful, and just do extra, man. Because obviously, I mean, like I said, there's a million people out there, not only in Europe, maybe in the African side of things. They've never had this opportunity, and then if you're someone that Allah has opened the doors for you, and then Allah has decided you're gonna be the one to be in this industry, then just take it with your hands and then make the best out of it, man. That's all I can say, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Inshallah, bro. Alhamdulillah, bro. Thank you, bro. Allah, yalla, Allah, gonna do am kusuja bi slowly,
Amen.
bro. Inshallah, we have all we need, bro. We
Amen.
just keep going, bro. But like, Agemu, bro, it was good to talk to you on this call, man.
Definitely was, man.
We got to
Definitely.
do this more, bro.
Now, but inshallah, maybe we can say, we can probably say, Friday market recaps, and then maybe
Yeah,
Monday, Sunday market
yeah,
start.
because the way I'll do it now, every Monday, let's say Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
we do market analysis, like
Yeah.
seeing what's gonna happen on the because that's literally I'm doing every Monday now. On
Yeah.
Friday, like this, bro, just come do trade recap, bro. We just been talking 1 hour, 1.5 hour, bro.
Wow, yeah.
And it's like we start at 5 minutes. It's good, man. So we can do that, Monday and Friday, bro. We do our recap talk,
There
bro.
you go. Let me know, man. Just send me the link, because on Sundays that's when I kind of start my whole week. I plan it. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Then
Yeah,
yeah, my market. That's when my market analysis come on a Monday and on a Sunday and Monday, because
yeah.
Monday obviously everything is back open. The news releases are out. So yeah, Sunday and Monday we can either one of.
Well, I'll also try to maybe create something. I feel like we can. Yeah, man.
Suleiman, this guy is very dangerous. He's into AI as well. That's why I said I need to speak to this guy. He's the
Yeah, but
master.
like, bro,
No,
AI
Thank
thing is
you.
very interesting. We need to
so
get
much,
this
so
one.
much here going on here, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I'm looking. See, I had football, man. I still have my. Literally, I came. When I was driving, I was literally just rushing, because obviously from my house to the football place is a bit far. I was like, what? Let me just come at 11 and then get this call with Suleiman. See what we have to share. But alhamdulillah, man, I'm looking rough. I'm gonna go home, have a shower now. Gonna be all time with the family
Man,
and stuff.
No, well,
good to
I mean,
speak to
I
you,
appreciate
bro.
you, bro. Well, thank you for taking your
I
time, one
appreciate you, bro.
hour to
I
come here,
You're
bro.
appreciate you,
welcome,
man. I appreciate
bro.
you.
That is
Appreciate you.
crazy. Well, like, no, bro. May Allah bless you, man. Inshallah, bro.
Inshallah, maybe. So when are we gonna do the next one? Sunday.
How far I can schedule and just set the link, cause, bro, I have them written down on my board. I just need to make sure I'm getting notification for it. So let's do it, man. Inshallah, bro. See you on Sunday, bro.
I see you guys on Sunday. But on Sunday, on Sunday, Suleiman number two, he's gonna be the one to start everything. I don't care. I say, well,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Inshallah, bro.
man.
Assalamu
Thank you,
alaikum, bro.
thank you, guys. Inshallah, I'll see you guys on Sunday, man.